and welcome to a very festive edition of Our House.
And Merry Christmas, everyone!
Yay! Coming up on today's show, we have music from the fantastic Chyna White. We have a very special festive game.
And stay tuned for our very own Queen's speech. Some wise words brought to you from DJ Howie.
But to kick us off today, I think it's time for some music.
Yes, I'm bringing us a very Chyna White Christmas today. It's Chyna White!
Yay!
This is Chyna White featuring the 66, doing I Once Had a Dream. Free your mind and your ass will follow. I once had a dream, what a thing to do, to believe that my dream just might become true, to want for my quality of life to improve, a life that I built upon a song and the groove. As a child, I found it hard to ignore the feeling that I felt I was worth a little more. As a teen, I discovered all the answers I found were one way or another or related to sound. Now, what was the boy in my position to do? Quit school, start a 9 to 5 and live untrue. I was 16 years, rightful or wrong, I decided to dedicate my life to the song. As a painter, a verbal commentator, the poet. At 25 years of age, I don't know it, that the graft that I put into my craft as a youth moulded and made me the bona fide proof that a dream was achieved. Leave it and follow, but don't live your life with the head that is hollow, cause a dream is a want with the want to be true, but the final decision on the dream will be you. I once had a dream, I dared to believe that anything I wanted to do I could achieve, that anything I wanted to be could be me. Through my pen and my paper I learned to be free. I once had a dream. While you're dreaming, your sleep is the cousin of death. I once had a dream. There's a fine line keeping suffocation from breath. I once had a dream. While you're dreaming, your sleep is the cousin of death. I once had a dream. I once had a dream. Everything that I'd seen, everything that I knew, all turned out to be true. I once had a dream. Everything that I'd seen, everything that I knew, all turned out to be true. Rapping that one. Yeah, fucking it's rock and roll, man.
And joining me on the couch today, ladies and gentlemen, big cheer please for Chyna White. Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
First question then, as it's Christmas, if Santa could bring you anything today, what would it be?
Big fat dildo.
Charming! Okay, moving on.
Got one in my pocket, hang on.
Not for me, like, it's just for all the grief.
Okay, moving on quickly then. Tell us about Chyna White, a bit of history then. Where you guys from?
Warrington.
And what do you do?
Well, the common mistake about Chyna White is we're a hip hop band, yeah, but we're not. We make D-Funk, which is drunk funk. George Clinton made P-Funk, Dr. Dre made G-Funk, we make D-Funk. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're a collective, like we work with a lot of different people. Me and him is Chyna White basically, but we work with a lot of musicians and vocalists and producers and try and put out the best music we can through doing that, you know what I mean?
You've actually worked with our co-presenter on Our House, Rowetta.
Yeah.
How did you find that?
Just maverick it through MySpace. I got on a case and she said, I mean, when we spoke to her, it was like the common mistake that people make with her was like, you know, the Happy Mondays, a lot of indie bands get in touch with her and it's like, oh, can you collaborate with us? But the Happy Mondays were a dance band, you know what I mean? And she heard us, she liked it, so she was come down and collaborate with us. She didn't want any money out, you know what I mean? She just said, look, if I can write with you, so I'll do the track.
Yeah, and the track, it's called Our Dylan.
Yeah, it's about my little boy, Dylan. And at the time, I wrote, he's 4 now, but he was only just born, so my head was a bit twatty. And it was like, the first verse is from his point of view saying, "Daddy, stop being a and the second verse is me saying, "I'm not, man's just a bit up my ass." And from a mother's point of view, well, she's got kids, and she put the female touch to it, like, and it turned out well. We performed it in the city. Where was it?
Manchester Music Festival.
Yeah, we've done a couple of performances with it. It worked out really well, right?
How did In the City go for you?
So we got a really good review and did a live interview after the gig for Salford City Radio with Ed Blaney out of the Fall, right? So yeah, really good.
Yeah, you've collaborated with some fantastic names, Lady J, who's a friend of ours, also Grandmaster Flash. How did that come about?
Well, we collaborated with Scorpio.
Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah, again we just mived the fuck out of him until he thought right to stop the miving.
We didn't actually mive him, we asked him and he said yeah I'll do it, like, he's not like we pestered him.
He flew over and we got twisted for a couple of days and we did the track.
So is that your advice for people then who want to get ahead? Just mither.
Yeah. No, we said to him, like, look, we've got this song, like, and he said, yeah, I'll fly over. And the first thing he said is, I want a drug dealer and a greengrocer. And we sorted him out with both.
And then, so he came over on his own expense and everything then, yeah? That's all you had to get
over. Like, we stayed in the Village Hotel in Warrington. We got a bit messy, did a couple of radio interviews, and the good thing about him, actually, the professional thing, was he didn't have the lyrics of the track done, which I was a bit apprehensive about. Like, and he just come over, got in the studio, he made everyone leave the studio, sat there for about half an hour, wrote the lyrics and got in the vocal booth. But the surreal thing was, you know, when you in the vocal booth and you're doing 1, 2 and all, the mic check and that, he was going, don't push me, cause I'm close to the white lines. He was like, fucking hell, what the fuck? Yeah, really surreal, man.
So you've had some fantastic experiences then. You've just been in a film?
Yeah, we just played Matt and Shane, we were called. We owned a legal high shop with a brothel in the back of it. And the scene starts where there's this really big black girl giving a massage to a skinny white lad. And it kind of comes on to me and Anthony were sending some crackhead on a wild goose chase, basically. But we're doing the soundtrack for the film. We're touring Paris next May. This film's called Mashup. It's like a British version of Cheech and Chong. And it's kind of like, yeah, we'll do the soundtrack, but let us be in the film, right? So
yeah. Are there any other names in it?
Well, the guy who's doing it's the guy who does Hollyoaks, like direct Hollyoaks. Well, apart from that, no, we're all fucking nobodies.
The other people might have names, but we don't know who they are. So.
Anyone from Hollyoaks in it?
I don't know. We've never seen them in our shop.
They're all fit, aren't
they? So you've got a new EP coming out, I believe?
Have we?
Have you?
Of sorts.
Yeah. So
we're basically going to release some stuff for this French label and put the soundtrack out through them as well. And that's sort of like promote that by doing the gigs in
We've got
France
a sponsor, you know, Dr. Herman's, the legal high shop, right?
No.
Right, anyway, Dr. Herman's, they've got shops around the country, they sponsor us and, you know, help us with promotion and they sort of, you know, get us a van and all that. And we're going to put a hard copy EP out and basically sell it through the shops, sort of thing.
Why France? Because you've got quite a
It's just where the label is.
It's the labels in France, so.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the lad who's booking the gigs for us did a remix for us of one of our tracks called Intoxicated. Since about 2 years ago, that wasn't it? And since then we've been in contact with him, and he said, "Yeah, we'll get you." We got a tour bus. We basically robbed the tour bus off some Australian lads.
Aussies.
And we're gonna go and do some messy gigs. If anyone wants to jump on the phone bus, probably these fuckers over there. Might be playing the spoons. Mickey B and Liam Rocker. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure everyone will agree you've been fantastic guests. Really,
you.
really
It's been
funny
a pleasure.
today. So, ladies and gentlemen, another cheer, please, for Chyna White. Do you know what? I love Christmas, me. Really love it.
Yeah, me too. The turkey, all the wine, friends and family around at our house, and of course the Queen's speech.
Which reminds me, we've got a really special on the blog today. But instead of us answering questions from the public, addressing his public,
The Lord of the Dance, and for one night only,
the Queen of our house.
will you please welcome, from the usual suspects, His Royal Highness, Queen DJ Howarth.
Well, I'm the Queen of our house, apparently. One is not amused. It seems I've got the job because I'm the only one who isn't startled by a cameraman on all fours in front of me. So, well, it's Christmas Day, everybody, and someone special has already emptied his sack at the foot of my bed. Before I deal with what lays in front of us, let's discuss what I think has been a difficult year for everybody. Debauchery leading into mass depression. Unemployment, crime, binge drinking, and drug abuse. Has anybody had the same year as me? Seriously, I do mention binge drinking this time of year. It's very appropriate. Because it is my duty to warn the dangers of drink driving. When you're drunk, you become aggressive, arrogant, sometimes abusive, bad-mannered, and frankly incoherent. Just think about that. Because if you want to drive like that, you might as well be a bus driver and you can give us all a lift home. Bloody bus drivers. Anyway, speaking of men in uniform, a very, very big Merry Christmas to all the boys and girls around the world who are actually working for the real Queen's Armed Forces, selflessly spreading democracy wherever the Americans see fit. Spearheading the war on drugs. Can you imagine fighting a war on drugs? Can you imagine fucking fighting a fucking war on drugs? Anyway, let's wish a happy Christmas to all our forces. The Army, the Air Force, and of course, the Navy. While we're talking about British forces, does anybody actually know why the Army used to wear red tunics?
So they couldn't see the blood when they got shot.
That's correct, Archie. So they couldn't actually see the blood on the tunic when they got shot. Now the Italians developed a different style of this. Brown trousers. But I can't be cruel to the Italians. Mr. Capillo, you're doing a very, very good job there. You're doing a very good job. It's a strange world now. A very strange world. The England manager is Italian. The Pope is German. And the German Chancellor is a woman. We have a Brown as a leader. Next thing, the Americans have copied us. Once you've had a barack, you won't go back. Anyway, I'm sure the Prime Minister will soon be trotting over the pond for a quick cosy chat with Obama in the White House, or possibly Camp David. What a lovely name for a president's weekend retreat. Can you imagine a Camp Howie? Now I'm going to bring my Christmas message to a close before I make a fool of myself. Anyway, I'm off to the panto. I love Aladdin. But could we please get some lads in and some ladies in at the Witchwood on the 27th of December for the Usual Suspects Christmas party? Sponsored by Vaseline!
This is called Our Dylan. This is a new genre that we've introduced into the world called folk hop.
Future.
Yes, it's the way forward.
Future. Students will buy it.
Hookers and blow and folk hop.
Like red.
Yeah, let's have it. Although what from you, Daddy, is a little bit back to acknowledge the fact that I'm here and I ain't leaving. I've got 2 arms and 2 legs, you hear me breathing. Mummy's stressed, she's depressed, I see her grieving. But Daddy, she loves you that much, I know it's true. When she's looking at me, I know she's looking at you. You've been man enough to make a life. Can you protect one? Never neglect one, learn how to respect one. Daddy, I need you, you're all I've ever known. Unconditional love is the feeling as I grow. I don't want a weekender, Dad on a bender. The part-time is your time, Father pretender. Yeah, oh, what a good life, like the one you had. What a full-time mother, a full-time dad. You can make it or break it, leave it and take it, cause my life is your life, never mistake it. Love, Dylan. Love, Dylan. I'll be straight with your son. I wasn't really ready to get steady. I had a late date with a dream. Now I don't know if I was selfish or just a little preoccupied. But I've been trying to do the right thing, keep it all together. If there's one thing I can tell you, so we're together forever, cause you're blood and it's thicker than mud. Why can't you see? With a little bit of patience, this is how it's gonna be. Gonna take us from the rented rooms and residence to a big accommodation and 6 PlayStations. Castle, there be no hassle, just be you and your mother. Little sister, little brother, there'll never be no other but you. Tell me what was that to do? With my family around, it's only bringing me down. I feel blue. I feel blue. How can you be blue? Gotta give your son someone you can look up to. How can you be sad? Remember that today could be the best you'll ever have. How can you be blue? Gotta give your son someone you can look up to. How can you be sad? Remember that today could be the best you'll ever have. How can you be blue? Gotta give your son someone you can look up to. How can you be sad? Remember that today could be the best you'll ever have. How can you be blue? Gotta give your son someone he can look up to. How can you be sad? Remember that today could be the best you'll ever have.
Today, we have a mince pie eating contest.
You're going down more.
Oh yeah, invited so. Featuring 2 behemoths of the unsigned music scene. On my right, we have the Usual Suspects. And on my left, we have the 66. And coming in behind me, my glamorous assistant, Claire Curran. Right, lads, let me just give you a brief rundown on the rules. You will have 60 seconds to eat as many mince pies as you can. Now, the way that we'll be deciding the winner is by counting how many empty mince pie trays you have on your side at the end of that 60 seconds. And I do mean empty. I don't want to see any crusts in there. No little globules of meat left over. So are you ready for this?
Come on, lad.
Are you ready?
Come on. Let's do it.
Okay then, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, before we get started, let me just introduce to you all our special guest timekeeper from Unsigned Magazine. Will you please welcome Kate Ashton Butler? Are you ready, Kate?
Yes.
In that case, can we please have 60 seconds on the clock? And your time starts now! Stop him! That's it, come on, chew! Chew! Come on, he's already on to the second one! Get another one! Come on then! Come on, Chris, come on! No one's stuck in there, come on!
Come on, Louis.
Come on! Is it alright? Time's counting down? Come on, he's on to his third one already! Come on, Chris! Whoa, I don't really know how we're going to be able to score this. I think there was a little cheating going on there, wasn't there, Chris? Right. Well, let's count up the Tracy. We see how many we've got. Let's start over here. Excuse me. Let's just have a look and see how many we've got over here. How many have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's 5 for the 66. Big round of applause for the 66.
He's got all that.
Let's count up the usual suspects. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And they're all there.
But considering that I did see some cheating there on behalf of the usual suspects, I'm afraid that I am going to have to make today's winners the 66! Well done, lads, and your prize for winning is a mince pie.
You're gonna need a Hoover. Good lad.
And that brings us to the end of this very special festive edition of Our House. All that remains to do is to thank our guests, Chyna White.
Our fabulous audience that include the 66.
And of course, the usual suspects.
And also want to say thanks to Unsigned Magazine for popping along today as well.
Yes! And the only thing left for us to do is to wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
And we'll see you in the new year.
Can I see what you see? Let me be the side you have shown. Love has grown. And can I fly up so high? Let me know. And can I fly? She say yes or you say no. And can I run, baby, here I come. Can I run, baby, here I come. And
predatory position I refuse to announce. I hold no knowledge of fear before the moment I pounce. I'm an annihilator, a dominator of crowds. I have found that I'm a watcher over music and sound. Deadly in my precision. Listen and learn, or a listen and wait. Hot as the sun, watch me burn. Just be the moment you acknowledge my worth. I be the seminal attraction of this lyrical.
Can I run? Can I run? Baby, here I come. Can I run? Can I run? Baby, here I come. And I was in the ground and she was in the sky. I wonder why. And I was in the ground and she was in the sky. I wonder why. I wonder why.
My love, you're looking happy. Not seen you in a while. It's good to see you working. Yeah, it's good to see you smile. I think about you daily. I hope you're doing well. You think I'm getting over you? Well, only time will tell. Yeah, my love, you're looking healthy. Been taking time to rest. My love, you know I left you well. It's probably for the best. Yeah, my love, you know I miss you. I probably always will. My love, you know I love you. Yeah, my love,
Need
I
a
love you
bullet for
still.
my gun. And I was in the ground and she was in the sky. I wonder why. I know sometimes it's hard just to get by. Sleep safe, my child. Sleep safe, my child. Sleep safe, my child. Sleep safe, my child. Sleep safe, my child.
Chyna White, 66. 1 and 2 on score. Boom.
And it was resemblant of Nina 19 by Paul Hardcastle in 1980, whatever it fucking anyone cared about. The German Chancellor is a woman!